Okay, I think this is part 4. um, I'm being really real, genuine, and authentic, and laying it all out. And maybe that's not wise to do on the internet, but hopefully it will help somebody somewhere who's going through something similar. Because time after time I've read or listened to somebody and who's went through similar things, and they talk about how they got through it and what they did and how it affected them. And it does help to feel like, gee, there's other people out there who, I'm not all alone. I'm not the only person who's going through this. And of course we're not, of course. But it really helps to feel like, to connect with other people. So if anybody out there who's hearing this, if you want to leave a comment, and say, hey, I know what you're talking about. I'm going through the same thing. Um, you're welcome to. But if you don't feel like, because sometimes I won't leave a comment just because it's such a long story. And I don't want to, I just don't feel like opening myself up because I'm a very private person. But I'm starting to try to overcome that because I feel like we need to connect. Um, and since the world is changing so rapidly and so many of us are online, um, and we can't really connect in real life because we feel unsafe talking about things with the people in our real lives, because a lot of times people are judgmental, or they like to gossip about you, or they just don't want to make the leap to be open-minded enough to see you in a different light and consider how things might affect you. Like my sisters, they could have, instead of they should have, they shouldn't have, they should not have, they should have thought, we know Trish, that's my name, sorry. We've known her for 55 years, and will she, do you think she will, how many months? Okay, so September, October, 3 months after our dad's death. 3 months after our dad's death. Do you think she'll feel like going and being a caregiver to more elderly folks? No. I'm not that type of person. After my cat Hunter passed away in 2014, it took me 29 until 2019 to get another cat. because I was not ready. His death affected me so deeply because I'd had him since he was a baby for almost 20 years. He was 19 when he passed away. And so you think I'm gonna be ready to take care of more elderly people after 3 months after my dad passed away? No, that's not gonna happen. Elderly people deserve a competent, emotionally healthy, mentally healthy person to take care of them. And I'm not. I don't get over the death of my parents in just 3 months. No. I just can't believe that they even suggested it. It's really bizarre to me. Anyways, it says, let's get back to this. So if you would like to embrace a transformative spiritual energy through the suggested ritual, begin by introspecting and reflecting on what has been draining you over the past few weeks, particularly in terms of emotions, relationships, family, and any psychic blocks. Write down these negative internal struggles. Then tear up the paper or burn it for an extra boost, symbolically releasing what no longer serves you. To close the ritual, close your eyes and place your hand over your heart. Over your heart. Set a clear intention that supports your emotional balance, healing, and regulation. So I think I'm going to do that. I will. I used to not believe in, probably because of my Virgo moon. I'm a very practical, down to earth type of person. So I think it kind of blocks my spiritual and my connection to the spirit world. And so I'm trying to get a better handle on that connection, because I know it's there. I've experienced it in different, especially like in my in the current current years of being older. I'm not elderly. I consider like 70s and 80s elderly. I'm probably middle-aged, right? So a lot of people say I look way younger than my true age, and I just consider that a very nice compliment. And my mom had always looked very much, even though she was dragged through hell by my dad. He hurt her. He broke her heart over and over again. That's trauma. And come to find out, your body never releases the trauma unless you do certain rituals and practices, at which we didn't know about until we're finally making progress and figuring these things out, which is great. But, you know, stuff like this. But, well, there's a book called The Body Keeps the Score, and it's a really hard book to get through when you've had trauma. But if you read it in little increments, you know, it can help, you know, in books like that. So your vagus nerve also, if you do work, body work, and you can research all this yourself, and you can do it yourself. You don't need to go to a special therapist or a massage, you know, person, or, you know, like, because I don't have money, so I'm a do-it-yourselfer type person. So, and I just, the older I get and the more this world turns to toxic, the toxic use of money, and I just find it really distasteful that everything costs money. You can't get help unless you pay somebody, and I just find it distasteful. But I do understand that we are living in a corrupt system and that we need money to survive. So I don't really know what the answer is, except love and charity and helping other people, praying for people, and listening to them when they have deep emotional wounds. And it's hard to listen to people with, it is. It's hard for me. But when they need to release those, they need somebody to hear them without passing judgment and without giving unsolicited advice, and just being there to listen, right? So that's what we all need at times.